Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Fortress and Resources. So at Republic Mod Monday today, we have a lot of cars, some planes, and residential buildings. Not a lot of mod was released in the last 7 days, around 20, but what we lack in numbers, we get in quality, so let's get cracking. So, first one we have, useful Orphanages mod. Now, if you watch my series, you know that I'm complaining about orphanages. More often than not, I'm not even using it anymore because it's just a big sinkhole for you to have a lot of messages saying that you don't have enough orphanages. So, the Mr. Rob 074 gave us useful Orphanages mod. This mod buffs orphanages to make them actually necessary in your game. Then there are no first, when there are no orphanages in the Republic or they are full, there is a chance of a negative effect. Children dies on the streets due to no free beds in orphanages, which generally reduces your citizens' happiness and loyalty. Orphanages no longer penalize you so hard when the number of children is big but still lower than their capacity. With this script, as long as your orphanages are adequately supplied and not truly overcrowded, orphans' happiness cannot decrease below 50%, criminality cannot increase above 5%, and loyalty cannot decrease below the loyalty of the least loyal worker in the orphanage. The script also adds number 3, the script also adds a possibility to make orphans age more quickly and to force them out the orphanage as soon as they reach a certain age. These features are disabled by default, but you can play with them if you find orphanages too easy to overcrowd, which I usually did find. This mod includes a settings file to change some parameters or disable the features. You can find them yada yada yada. There's a link there. In order to activate this mod, click on the scripts button on the left hand side of the okay, let's demonstrate this. So I have this script installed. So on the left hand side you have scripts, sorry, this is the editor buildings, my bad. So if we go on the left hand side and run the actual scripts, this is the orphanage useful, orphanages mod, turn on or to turn off. So these are the buttons you need to use if you want to activate the mod. Anyway, this is a really good mod. It's definitely gonna help us with to take the orphanages and orphans more seriously, and if you like it, you have a link in the description of the video for more details. We have Oleg Monolith and, let's butcher the Russian language, Tanцплощадка Dance floor. Russian description, I'm gonna stop now. English description is type, tourist facility, team, 25 people, number of dancers, 200 people. So this is a tourist attraction and also can be used by locals as well, as far as I understand. It can be found in the tourist section. Let's go and real quickly find it. And so unfortunately I wasn't able to find it in the tourist section. You can see here in the mod section it's the 2 people dancing. Unfortunately, when I go, at least for me, when I go in any of these tourist buildings, these are hotels, there's nobody dancing, and then we have nothing and more nothing and more nothing and nope and nope. And Oolykee doesn't have too many mods here, so they shouldn't be pushed out somewhere else, but unfortunately they're not in a tourist section. But if you go into your mod section, they should be all the way in the end. So 3,800 rubles for a dance floor. They do not require they do requires a temperature to be above 3 degrees Celsius. So yeah, it cannot be used during the winter, so when the temperatures are low, just expect that it's quite realistic. And the price is just a dance floor, 3,800 rubles for this. I don't think it's too much. Anyway, for more details, link in the description of the video. Conwing L16 by Mr. Novel. The Conwing L16, also known as a Project C-Duck, was experimental airplane designed by the flown by intelligent jungle bears that were trained as pilots. Bootleg version provided by the Soviet Republic of Vembria. Nice. Speed 350 kilometers per hour, power 1100 kilowatts, cargo 10 tons, passenger 16 tons, available from 1938-1972. They look a little bit like Canadair, the firefighting planes, but they have a little bit different design. They had to have by tails. They do have similar engine setup though, and they were floatable. These ones also look like they would be able to land on the sea. They do have on the wings these attachments that would stabilize the wings. Unfortunately, this game doesn't allow us to have anything like that. Anyway, let's go and check it out. So you can buy them by using rubles, 30,000 rubles. They have, like I said, the capacity 10 tons and 16 people. We can try to compare them something in vanilla. Let's see, 16 people. If you go for passenger slash cargo, vanilla, you can see here the 30,000. It's 3 times, yeah, it's more or less similar to Antonov, but it's 3 times the price. We don't have anything else in similar passenger range. So Antonov AN2, the crop duster, is closest thing we have, and it definitely is more than 3 times the price. Again, with the cargo only, we have the L16 over here with 30,000 rubles. 10 tons. It is okay. Here we can say that it is a little bit cheaper. For example, is more than half the price of the Illusion 38, which is which has the double capacity of this one. So the cargo wise, it's a little bit on the cheaper side, but passenger wise is definitely more expensive. For more details, link in the description of the video. Hatchet and T06B NA 70s 8-6 story row houses. Is that 8 to 6 stories? It could be, we're gonna check it out. Row houses, right, and there's a couple of collections, you can subscribe to this as well, yada yada yada, a lot of details, quality 82%, 83, 82, 85, 86, that's it, 86 would be the highest, highest happiness they can get, highest quality of flats in these apartments. Probably the smaller ones would have the higher happiness, one would think, but no, this is the 72 people. Oh, 72 people for this kind of building, that's decent. Oh, these are the closest ones to where Oolykee used to live. Definitely these look the closest to where Oolykee used to live, but no, Oolykee didn't have balconies like this, so yeah, definitely my favorite mod is Mod Monday. Right, so the biggest ones, they have capacity 72, 96, 136, seriously? This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors as well. This one has the double capacity. You can see that it's compensated by the quality of flats. Not double the capacity, sorry. The capacity is larger. It's by 40% or so. Let's go with 40%. So definitely really interesting thing. Similar buildings with such a huge difference in the quality, sorry, the capacity. Definitely a good choice we have here. 128. So let's see this one, 136. We're gonna go for all our mods. Of course, Oolykee cannot look in the buildings section because he has too many mods, but this is 22,000, 136 people straight away. Not a cheating mod because similar buildings, even larger, are less than 20,000 rubles. There's only a couple of them that actually come close, like this one's 176 people. And this 162 people, so definitely not a cheaty mod. Quite nice. Link in the description of the video. Mr. No One is spoiling us this Mod Monday. Classic Chevy Malibu produced 1970-1983 bootleg version available until 1990s in the communist countries, can be purchased with rubles. This is the interesting part. Speed 140 kilometers per hour for 5 passengers, available in 11 colors. We only have 8 colors here. They should be all different, but hey ho, these green ones look kind of similar, but they're not really. The pink one is of course my favorite. I would like to drive those around the Soviet republics back in the 80s. But anyway, absolute classic car, as you read in the description of the video. Now we're gonna just compare the prices real quickly. We're gonna go for personal cars. All the way in the back we should have our Malibu. Malibu is, here we go, Malibu Classic, 1008 rubles. Comes in many more colors, just so you know, and compared to other vanilla cars, you can see here some of them are quite cheaper than Malibu, so definitely not a cheaty mod. Link in description of the video. Admiral Mar Denzis Lada Samara I, the VAZ or VAZ 2108, known as Lada Samara in much of the Western Europe, code name and later officially badged Lada Sputnik. It is native in its native Russia. is a series of small family cars produced by Soviet Russian vehicle manufacturer AutoVAZ under the Lada brand between 1984 and 2013. The model name Samara originally was used only for exported models. Yes, I actually saw a couple of those when I was a kid. We had it in my neck of the woods. In the Soviet Union, the same model was called Sputnik. Yeah, there's a lot of description that you're gonna have to read by yourself. We're gonna just go and check out what kind of versions we have here. We said Guy. What the hell is Guy? I don't know what's Guy. It says here on the second to left of a vehicle we have Guy, but here we have Guy, police. Those are the three police vehicles that we have, and then we have personal cars in kind of standard colors that we have. We have many more, but these are the ones we chose. So we're gonna go for the personal cars. I'm just gonna show you which models we have. All the way in the end, we have Vaz 2109, 21099, 2108, 2108. I don't know what's the difference between them. You can see the price straight away. That is 1,300 rubles each one of them. And then we have also police version of police cars. We're gonna go all the way in the end. We have Vaz here, 2109, 21099, and so on and so on. There's quite few of them. Actually, there's only 3 of them. I thought there was more police cars. By the way, yeah, you can change the colors on them, and it makes them like many different models. But anyway, you can explore this on your own. Now, compared to the other vehicles, we already compared this. That similar vehicles are much cheaper than this, so it's quite a realistic price. For more details, link in the description of the video. Oleg Monolith and Uдлинитель Extension. So sorry about that, I'm butchering Russian again. So section infrastructure project. This is mod increases the maximum distance for pedestrians by another 400 meters. Pedestrian pseudo path you can draw yourself depending on the length you need. Right. So this is the model actually that you can find. I have it here. I'm not actually sure where we can find them in the pedestrian section. I don't see it here. Here we go. Here it's like a pedestrian overpass, steel, or you can find it in steel and concrete. So it's you can put it in the tunnel as well as it's as a building. So. And it's just literally a big building that have access on both sides that you can connect to the footpaths, which then they use as an extension for their walking, how far they can walk. It's literally they enter this building and whoop, they go on the other side and they can just walk through there. So it is a little bit on make your life easier side of things. So just to be aware, you can extend them to walk more than 400 meters if you want your people to walk there. It's really interesting. I don't know if it has any price. It has 40 rubles price, which is symbolic, but if you want your people to walk further than 400 meters that they usually can in the game, depending on the quality of footpath, now you can. Link in the description of the video. Sail and Albania. Whenever there's a Balkan country, Oolykee is going to be all over it. So we have Albania here. The People's Republic of Albania was an isolationist one-party state which existed from 1946 to 1991. This map attempts to faithfully recreate Albania sometimes around 1960s in roughly 1 to 17 scales using the height map data. There's plenty of flat land along the coast. There's a huge description of this. You can go ahead and read it, but we have an absolutely beautiful country of Albania. We have Durrës here, or Durrës. That's I think one of the bigger ports in the country. Then we have the Tirana, and then we have Lezhë. Sorry for butchering Albanian. I really I suck at it. So anyway, right. So we're gonna go and check out what we have. Fier, Vlore. That's it. I'm done butchering the names of the cities. But this is the map of Albania. As you can see here, there's a couple of lakes here. It's the what's the name of the lakes? Darn it. I forgot. My bad. That was the geography of Yugoslavia, and this is Yugoslavia, Republic of today's Republic of Macedonia, and then we have over here the Greece. Another butchering names that Oolykee is gonna try to avoid. A couple of Greek border crossings, but actually it's quite nice. I really like it. You can see territorial waters. Here you have the Italy across the Adriatic Sea, or the Ionic Sea. And what else? We have the Macedonia on the right hand side. We have Serbia and Kosovo to the northeast. Northwest is the Montenegro, and probably even all the way here you can see city-state of Dubrovnik, somewhere there. That's where Oolykee comes from. Today is Croatia, ex-Yugoslavia. Absolutely beautiful map, but the most important thing was with the resources. Resources are decent. They're quite decent. Actually, it's not going to be that hard to start exporting, especially on the mountainous area near Macedonian border, because you have coal right next to the border. Iron also can be found in mountains. Oil. Fun fact: outside of Russia, that was a few years ago. I think it's still the fact. Outside of Russia, the biggest onshore, not offshore, the biggest onshore oil reserves in Europe it's held by Albania. Albania has, that was a few years ago, it was a fact. Outside of Russia, no, don't count Russia, and most of the other countries like Scotland, Norway, they have offshore oil reserves, so Albania technically should be quite rich. So yeah, this is quite realistic, the oil resources they have, uranium a little bit in the north, and then we have a little bit of bauxite in the central part. Anyway, that's it. I don't think it's going to be too challenging. Terrain will be challenging, but other than that, resource-wise, if you play your cards right, it's going to be quite enjoyable game. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, notification bell, ring at the comment section here. And if you want to support the channel, you have the description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.